So today, here we are with the new Masterbuilt Autoignite Series 545 grill. I just got done fully setting it up. Actually, yesterday I did the setup video and finished just the one last piece today. But that said, now we got to do what they call the pre-seasoning, which is essentially burning off all the oils and chemicals and leftover things that are on the grill from the manufacturing process. Basically, you have to do that with any grill that you ever own. It looks to me, so you have to fill the charcoal quarter to half full. You run 250 degrees for an hour, and then after an hour you jump it to 400 degrees for another half hour. Then you let it cool completely. Then you do one more burn at 350 degrees for what looks like another half hour, and then you should be good. So we're gonna follow this procedure to the letter and do that exactly. So first step is, if you just got done setting yours up like I did, making sure you have all the electrical connections. So there's two down here underneath the grill, and then there are technically 3 connections plus the antenna, and then of course the power cable over there by the control panel. I have all of those connections made already, so we're gonna get started. So you can see here from the instructions, these are the pre-seasoning instructions that we're going over. We've already done everything else up to this point, and we are going to use the standard regular starter procedure during this to get it going. So pieces that you're going to need for this, obviously other than the grill and electricity for the grill, is some lump charcoal. You can use briquettes as well. I have the Masterbuilt actual lump charcoal, and then fire starters. So this is the Masterbuilt fire starters. Everything's basically made for this grill. I even have my Masterbuilt apron on that I got actually at CES this year when I visited their booth. Pretty cool apron, and I thought this is the perfect time to start using it with the Masterbuilt grill. So fire starter, we'll do that second. We'll get the hopper here about quarter to half full. One other step that they don't point out there, make sure that you remove any of the paper products, like the advertising from when you bought the grill. There was one here on the hopper, and then there was a couple on the actual lid. I took all the paper products off because once it gets up to temperature, we're not going to want that burning off. So here we go. This is the hopper. This is where we're going to have to fill about a quarter to halfway. I'm going to go ahead and open up the charcoal bag here. That is some big pieces. That's good. Okay. Now some of those pieces of charcoal are pretty good. That lump charcoal is pretty, not small pieces for sure. All right, so we are about quarter, a little over quarter full, I would say. That's fine for now. Let's go to the next step with the fire starter. Now I'm gonna go in the box, and it looks like there's 2 sets of these guys, and they're just little bricks that you have to break off, it looks like. All right, there's that. Break that in half, and now I have a fire starter. So put that back in the box. Down here, that little guy here that pulls out, and the fire starter is just going to sit on that guy. And then I would assume you push it in to where it stops, and then close it. So here's interesting. Following the regular startup, plug the grill in and power on the controller. Do not load charcoal until step 5. Okay, but that's funny because pre-seasoning is fill the hopper quarter to half full. That was the first step. So I'm following this and start grill following the starter procedures. Wonder if there's a different starter procedure. Well, we're just going to go with it because it's already got it in there, and I already got the fire starter in there, and I'm just going to let it go. So let's figure it out. Plugged it in. See what the thing here does. All right. All right, so like I said, this is a little bit of a trial and error thing. So I'm going to turn the grill on, and let's see here. If I can do temperature, we want to go to 250 is where we're going to want to be. And I'm going to hit the auto ignite button, and now that's flashing over here. I'm going to let it go and see what happens. We'll find out if I'm wrong. Okay, so after about 45 seconds, the auto igniter light went solid, which is now when you're supposed to add the fire starter. That's fine. We're gonna see, I'm just gonna let it keep going. Well, it worked because she's on fire. So we're gonna let it go. So it's only been about a minute or so, minute and a half. We do have smoke coming off the top of the grill. It still says 85 degrees inside the grill, just from the sun. And but yeah, we're just gonna let it go and get up to 250 and then start the timer. Okay, since the igniter started, when we actually saw the first flame, it's only been a few minutes. But you can see plenty of smoke coming out of the hopper there. We want to make sure that keep these closed to let it fully ignite. Okay, so it's been maybe 5 minutes, and you can see we have lots of smoke coming out now, and the fan is fully running. I hear the fan going. So we are up to 108 degrees. I don't know if you can read that from with the lighting and everything. 108 degrees, you see the smoke going, fan is running, we should be on our way. And before it gets too hot, just to show it, the char is on fire. This top plate isn't too hot yet, so, but it's gonna be. Spent a few extra minutes, it's up to 185. You can see it's actually going up pretty fast now. So I'm really interested to see once it gets up to 250, how far does it go past, or does it maintain, how easily or even does it maintain? But it's coming along now. Okay, just another couple minutes, 230 degrees, and maybe not even a couple minutes, maybe just another minute really. So we're getting really close to the temperature that we want it to stay at for an hour. So 240, I'm gonna go ahead and get my timer started, and I'm gonna go now. I think that we're close enough. 249 degrees, and so now 250, and we're just going to let it run, do its thing, and then after an hour we'll be back to crank it to 400. So 248 looks like it dropped a couple, but it's just going to fluctuate back and forth, and that'd be normal. So pretty good. 17 minutes, we are at 251 degrees. 250, right on the money. Right now you can't hear the fan going. Oh yeah, feel the heat. Awesome. Just gonna let it keep going. So 250, 251 is kind of hovering between 249 and 251, and it's almost exactly 1 hour, just a minute shy of the 1 hour mark. And then we're gonna jack this guy up to 400. I just want to look at the damage done, and I have this little tool that came with it. Oh yeah, still plenty of charcoal in there, that's for sure. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and hit the temperature button, and we're going to jack it up to 400. Yep, set to 400. Okay, now we're going to let it go. It's only been a minute or two, and it's 393. So I'm going to start the timer, and we're going to do a 30-minute timer at 400, and then we'll be back. That, my friends, has been 30 minutes. We are sitting at, where are we at? 403. Awesome, 4-4. Now we're going to go ahead and power it off. And it also recommends to unplug. And now we're just going to let it cool down. Well, it's definitely not cold because, it's charcoal, so it takes a while. But it's been a while. So plugged it back in. I have another fire starter going, or grill starter. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy turned on. There we go. It's 138 degrees, so it's cooled down quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and hit the starter again. But this time, let's see, is it doing anything? Oh yeah, there it goes. So now it's blinking. Once the blinking ends, then I'm going to put it into its drawer. I'm going to follow what the normal startup procedure is this time and see how it works. Oh yeah, I was also going to bring that down to 350, right? Okay, so it's solid. I don't know how hot this is going to be actually. It's hot. It's hot. All right, so starter until it hits. Let it do its thing. Now I did look in here, there is charcoal remaining. Not as much obviously as there was originally, but there definitely is some in there. So I'm expecting it to just kind of start right back up. But we'll give it time and see what happens. So, yep. Literally less than a minute. I put that in there about a minute ago. Now I was a little out of order. Before we start getting too hot here, we have to put a kind of a cooking layer of oil over the grate itself. So that's what this 350 is supposed to soak, is oil into the grate. So I'm just, and there she goes. I'm just a little late to the party with this one. And this is just to, you know, season it. Just got to be careful because it is still warm to the touch, and of course now it's heating back up. So the 350 is going to basically, there's going to be a seasoning into it, less likely for things to stick. All right, I feel good about that. And now I'm just going to let it go. So like I said, this last step, right now we're at 246. Once this gets to 350, I'll put the timer on for 30 minutes. I'm not going to video record that. I'm going to wait till it gets 350, go 30 minutes, then we'll do another cool down cycle, and then we'll be done. 351 degrees. We are there. Now I can get my watch open and start the timer for 30 minutes. And then we can do our last cool down. So that's it. I hit my 30 minutes and I just turned it off, and now I can start its cool down cycle. Since it's still hot, I don't want to look in there too much yet, but I'm pretty sure that that hopper's probably pretty low. So the next video I'm going to do is actually getting this connected to Wi-Fi and seeing what the Wi-Fi capability is of it, and then start using it. So that was the first startup and preconditioning, I guess seasoning technically, of the grill as well. So that is the Masterbuilt Autoignite Series 545 second video. If you want to watch the full setup of it, check out that video here at the end. I'll have the link in the description as well. Otherwise, thanks for watching to the end of this video, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again soon right here on GeekSmart.